Over 90 million Americans are affected by chronic illness. That's approximately equal to the populations of New York, California, and Texas combined. 8 years ago, we were living the American dream.
While in our 20s, we both had built successful businesses.
Jamey was a leader in personal training and nutritional coaching and was featured regularly on television and in magazines such as Shape and Muscle and Fitness.
William was a police officer and later had a well-established real estate business.
Ultimately, we were able to transition into working full-time as writers and speakers from our beautiful home in a suburb of Houston.
But it was more than a lovely house. It was a haven for our loved ones. We especially loved celebrating the holidays with family and friends. William was our grill master, and I loved making organic goodies for everyone. It was a place where we made good memories, such as our daughter's 18th birthday and my grandmother's 85th.
When we weren't working from our study that overlooked the park-like lawn, we were traveling to some of our favorite places, such as Colorado, Washington, D.C., and New York for book signings and speaking engagements. My expertise as a relationship author and Jamey's experience as a fitness expert and nutritional coach allowed us to occasionally be booked at the same event.
I was especially glad for the opportunity to present to college students and younger kids, including some at-risk youth groups.
My first book had become a national bestseller, and I was already under contract with Doubleday for my next book.
We stayed active and fit by swimming in our pool, working out in our exercise room, and walking our 3 furry kids on the tree-lined esplanade. We loved children and had great fun with my nieces and nephews who were frequent visitors.
We started looking into adoption agencies, and we were thrilled at the prospect of sharing our lives and home with a child in need.
We were able to give to our favorite churches and charities to help others.
With solid investments, good credit, and substantial equity in our home, the future was bright. Then, without warning, our dreams turned into a nightmare as a baffling illness struck Jamey.
Since we were self-employed and I had been denied insurance because of a previous condition, a connective tissue disease that was mostly in remission, this new illness quickly began to eat away at our finances.
Every doctor, every test, and every medication came directly from our pockets. But a true diagnosis and treatment eluded the doctors, and months became years as Jamey's health and body steadily declined.
My symptoms included skin rashes and lesions that incited acute allergic reactions, heart palpitations, and breathing problems that eventually began to affect my entire system.
As Jamey's immune system weakened, doctors told us we had to eliminate allergens such as dust, pet hair, and dander. We began an exhaustive campaign of relentless vacuuming and meticulous cleaning every day. And with great sadness, we had to say goodbye to our 3 dogs.
Our grief over losing our pets was eclipsed as our savings and investments were steadily depleted, and we had to put our home up for sale. We were so sad to leave our friends, our home and neighborhood, but we relied on our faith and a sense of humor to get us through some tearful goodbyes.
And we were hopeful that the sale of our home would provide us with the financial means to find the right medical care for Jamey.
But as fate would have it, our home wouldn't sell fast enough, and we felt helpless as it went into foreclosure, and our equity slipped away forever.
Soon, we were selling our antiques and custom furniture to help pay medical bills and living expenses. We were so financially devastated, we had to move in with my parents. Jamey's condition worsened, and she began to lose vital muscle tissue, and her hair began falling out as episodes of rashes and skin lesions flared up and literally covered her entire body.
Eventually, I wound up in the ER, where the assigned intern placed me on mega doses of prednisone.
From this point on, my wife has never been the same. Her body and immune system became dependent upon the steroids, and we could not find a doctor who was able to help her get off of this dangerous medicine while keeping the disease under control.
The prednisone caused my body to swell to the point where I became unrecognizable, but worst of all, I had developed osteoporosis. And within 7 months of being on the steroids, I had multiple spontaneous fractures in my hips, ribs, and sacrum.
This medicine also damaged Jamey's eyesight, requiring surgery on both of her eyes. My wife's body was truly broken, and we still had no idea how to treat her initial illness.
Though doctors have recently pinpointed a diagnosis, since my condition went untreated for years, conventional treatments have not been effective.
This has left us searching for alternative treatments and finding our own pathways toward recovery.
There are times when we wonder if we'll ever fully emerge from all of this, but despite everything that has happened, we have managed to find calm places in the storm and laughter among the tears.
We hope by sharing our story and connecting human faces and real life experiences to the staggering statistics that others will be better informed and encouraged to find ways to live their lives beyond illness.